I had a dream I would die on January 1st, 2065. I had this dream a few years ago, and I've kind of always took it as a sign slash a symbolic thing, but I think I have to start living my life like that is probably the possibility. Not because I'm going to be sick but I have any, I don't think I'll be dying at 69 years old if I take care of myself and do stuff like that. But if, there's some cosmic, mystical reason that I do die on this date, it'll be trippy to know that I had this dream when I was like 27 or 28. And so the reason I'm making this video is because time's running out. Now that might not seem like very close, but 2065 is in 40 years, 39 years actually. And I'm 30 right now, and if I have already lived half my life almost, then that's kind of crazy and kind of scary, and has lit a fire under my ass onto what I need to do with my life, what I would consider a good life. Now, I've always been under the impression that, like, no matter what age I die, if I decided to go, not decided to go because I'm not going to commit anything, but if I ended up just dying in an accident or anything like that, then I would be completely content with how my life played out. But at the same time, I have to realize and understand that there's a lot of things I want to do, and in that time, the only way to get it done is to have some urgency in my life. And that's something that I think everyone needs a reminder of, is that life is short. You might have had loved ones that have passed away. You might be going through an illness which might be very difficult, and you realize that time is not infinite, and that is the only thing that is important, and that's the only thing that you got in this time being. You can believe in reincarnation, you can believe in heaven, you can believe in whatever you want, but this life, this reality right here, and your soul may go somewhere else, or it may recycle and do whatever, but this is your only chance of being you this time. So make the most of it. So the reason I'm making this video is because you need some more urgency in your life. I need some more urgency in my life. If I'm gonna die in 40 years, you know what that means? That means I only got 40 summers left. That means I only got 40 years with my girlfriend, with my parents, with my family, with my best friends, and spending that time with them. And even then, I'm not spending as much time as I'd like to with them. And that's sad, because these are the people that made me who I am, the people that make me want to be better. So it's like, I'm saying this to you because I believe that you need to do something with your life. You need to find that purpose. You need to find the people that you want to be with all the time and spend your life doing exactly what you want. Too many times, and this is not a knock on anybody in particular, because this is something that I do as well, and this is just a great reminder, is that we distract ourselves so much with so much mundane bullshit that actually has nothing to do with what we ultimately want in our life. We work 40 hours a week, jobs we don't like. 40 hours a week we do like. I currently love my job, but I still think 40 hours is too much to dedicate to my life every single week to this job. And so that's why I am now just fired up to change this. I want to work part-time. I want to, and I'm putting this out into the world because I know it's going to happen. In this next year, I am going to work way less, stop giving my time to everybody else, and spend it on the people that I care about, on myself, doing the things I want with the limited amount of time that I have. And that's something that you need to strive for too. You might not be as lucky. You might not get the next 39 years like I'm gonna. I've already assumed that this is what's gonna happen. I'm gonna die at 69 years old. But think about it. Think about all the people that you know. Maybe you know your best friends. Maybe they're not as healthy as you, so they might go even sooner. And you want to take more time with them, spend more time with them, be with them, and do better, bigger things with them. Think about your parents. Your parents are getting older. That is so scary. That might be the biggest fear, especially if you're in you have a happy family and you love your parents so much, and you're not spending time with them. Because all we do once we turn 18, we're just like, oh, I can't wait to get out of the house so I can just not be with my parents and be lectured and do all these things. But then you realize that they're going to get older, and as you're hitting 30, hitting 40, hitting 50, you're like, oh wow, my parents are getting really old, and they might be getting sick, and they might not be able to take care of themselves, and they might not have all the energy to spend with you, even though they gave you everything all the time. So you need to look yourself in the mirror, and you need to watch this video And remember that you do not have unlimited time to do whatever you want. To be like, oh, it's okay, I'll go to the next Thanksgiving or whatever. It's like, if you don't want to go to Thanksgiving, if you don't want to see your family, then just, that's totally fine. That is totally acceptable, and you do not owe anybody any of your time. But if you do love your parents, if you do love the people that you're with, and you want to spend more time with them, and you want to have no regrets on your deathbed, thinking like, oh, like I wish I spent more time with my family instead of just at work serving other people, or not even serving other people, but whatever that might be. I'd want you to live without regrets. I want you to live without fear. I want you to push yourself and have some urgency. Stop waiting for the next year, next month. If you can do something today, do it today, get it done, and then move on. Whatever your biggest dreams are, whatever your bucket list is, get it going, especially when you're young. If your bucket list is to do skydiving, don't wait until 50 years old to do it. Do it as soon as you get that inclination. Maybe you don't have the money right now. Okay, well, that's totally fine too. You can make the money. You can get loans. You can do other stuff. And I'm not saying just dig yourself a grave of like debts and all these things. Like have a budget, like be smart with what's going on, but realize that you probably have less time than you think you do. You need to remember this. You need to remember you are going to die, and everybody you love is going to die. And ideally, we all die in this giant nuclear explosion where you don't have to live a single day with your family not there, remembering them and being devastated, right? Like that's all our dreams. Is like we all just like, we all blink and we're all gone and we're all in heaven, like having a dance party with like the Backstreet Boys and like whatever. But that's probably not the case. You will probably die at different times, and you will feel sad, you will feel shitty, and you will regret not spending more time, not saying I love you more. So have some urgency in everything. In your health, take care of yourself. Start today. Take it up a notch, you don't have to, like you can start with small habits to get going, but if you have been doing the same thing over and over again, and like you are not seeing the forward progression that you want to do, you need to take it up a notch. You want six pack? Dude, do a 6-month heavy cut or whatever it takes to get to that point. If that's what, that you will be thinking about on your deathbed, If you want to make more money, you need to probably quit the current job that you're at because it's not paying you enough money. Or you need to upgrade your skills, or you need to do something. You need to start a business. You need to get big on YouTube. You need to have more. You need to give more to get more. In this whole game, in this YouTube space and everything, you have to give more to get more. So if you can give value, you should give it. And then if you want to charge money for it, then charge money for it because you want that money so that you can live the life that you want to live. That is totally fine. Respect people who do the same thing too. Don't get mad at coaches. Don't get mad at gurus. Don't get mad at anybody because they're just living with urgency that you are not, because they need to make money, because they realize that time is not infinite and they want to make the most of their time. People can get greedy. It can look like people are greedy on the surface, but they're just making the most time that they have. And it might not look like it, and it might be indirectly, but that is what we're all doing. So make a lot of money. Take care of your body. Use it to the maximum. You got to empty this thing to the tank. When you are dead, bro, you better, like, your hearts and your lung and your legs and your body and your mind should be fighting as hard as they could, knowing that they did everything they could in this life to get what they wanted, to do what they wanted, to spend the time with the people that they love. And this is just making me super passionate because it's like, bro, 40 years is not long. I just lived 30 years and it went in like a blink of an eye. And if I've learned anything about time and relativity, is like the last 5 years of my life went by way faster than the first 25 years of my life did. And you can talk to your parents, you can talk to anybody older than you. They will tell you that they remember 30 like it was yesterday. And they might be like 65, 7 years old. So time is running out. You are going to die. Remember these things. Remind yourself that this is going to happen. When you're feeling lazy, when you feel like you want to procrastinate, when you feel like you want to do something that is not aligned with who you want to be, remember you will die. And remember and think that when you make a decision on something, think about what would I regret on my deathbed? What would I regret that I didn't do? And if you're not doing something, if you're pushing off a goal, can you live with yourself knowing that you never got that goal, that you never tried, that you never achieved something? that you never succeeded. And if you can, then okay, that's the answer. But if you can't, if you see yourself in your deathbed, imagine yourself at 70, 80, whatever years old, and you're thinking about like, oh, I wish I did this thing. Do it now. Don't wait. Do it as soon as you can. Quit your job. Start a YouTube channel. Make videos. Make more content. I'm putting out more than I ever have, and I have to, because I know if I want to blow up, if I want to do good, if I want to make this a business, if I want to make this so that I can get and give value and get value back, so that I can have the dream life that I want for my family, my girlfriend, my friends, my sister, everybody. I need to hurry the fuck up, and you do too. It's scary. It's scary that time is not infinite, and it's really sad. But you have to look at this and remind yourself every single day, you are going to die, and it's probably going to be sooner than you think. And I don't want to scare you and make you be like, oh, I'm depressed and all this shit. No. This should light you up. This should get you going. This should inspire you to do your best, to become your best, and to waste no time, because it's so precious. So stop being a chicken. Get after it. Cut out all the distractions, all the bullshit. Cut out your vices to the best of your ability and get after it. Ask the girl out. Get a new job. Quit your job. Hire somebody to help you get there faster. Do everything faster. Everything deserves time. Don't get me wrong. Like, if you want to be a professional athlete, you're going to have to dedicate a certain amount of time. But if that is your goal, that is the one thing that you think you'll regret on your deathbed, then you have to give it all the time that you can, and give it as soon as you can. So this is kind of depressing, but it's also something that I think will light a fire under your ass, and has for me. I got 40 summers left. 40. I've already done half of them. I can't remember half of them, but I want to make the next 40 the best ever. I want to be healthy till I'm 70, and I want to die in my sleep, or whatever it might be. Actually, in the dream, I was on a hike with my dad, and it was actually very peaceful. And I would be completely content with how I went. But 40 years is not that long, and it's going to go by in the blink of an eye. So make the most of it. Always remember to rep to set. I'll see you in the next one.